Hi, everybody.
Greetings, my friends.
It's the Jim
and Dave's
Beer Review.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
During this holiday season, we like to drink a lot of festive beers. Can you tell us what's on tap for this beer review?
We have Tröegs Elf Cru.
The Cru. Yeah, I'd be so happy if the image on the screen behind us hadn't frozen at 7 seconds.
It's okay, because you look all
Grand
weird.
Cru.
Yes.
Grand Cru. Now, Dave, what's a Grand Cru?
Grand Cru is a sour.
I believe that is what you would call the people who are on the Love Boat. The Love Boat.
Oh boy, here we go.
Soon we'll be taking another run.
Here we go.
All the other people in the house are like, what are they doing up there?
Alcohol by volume is 11 point nothing.
Unlike my blood count, which is probably alcohol by volume, call an ambulance.
Balaton, Cherries, Demerara, Sugar, Wildflower, Honey.
Balaton Cherry. Isn't
Yeast
Balaton the name of the guy who played Chakotay on Star Trek Voyager? Star Trek Voyager.
Spicy Belgian yeast.
Spicy Belgian yeast.
Color is burgundy.
Yes.
It says here for a while now, 20 years, and just feels right. If you know Tröegs, you know the Mad Elf.
We know the Mad Elf.
The mischievous belly of the holiday beer ball. And that helped you out.
The bell of the holiday beer ball.
Yeah.
Doesn't really say that, does it?
It says, read it.
No, that's all right.
Okay,
It's just
well, there you
disappointing. That's all.
In your hands to the director's cut, tart Balaton cherries, loads of them, make all the difference. Bottle conditioned and flushed with notes of cinnamon and clove. This beer begs to be shared. Take a bottle home, gather your best friends, and cherish the cherries. Because this is a ale brewed with honey and cherries.
Well, traditionally Mad Elf is, but this is a Grand Cru. So
Yeah,
what makes this a Grand Cru, though?
And it's 11.0 ABV, 15 IBUs.
So I always thought Grand Cru was supposed to be a sour.
Cherries. It is a sour. Crus are sours,
So
aren't they?
this is it?
Crus are sours, dude.
I don't know. I just have this memory of us trying this and being disappointed.
You did not have this before. You are in the future or something like that. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand what's going on. But we did not ever have this before. Jim thinks we had it. We never did.
Okay.
I would know because I got such a great memory and stuff.
And it could be right. I have an unopened bottle in my basement. I really
That's right, because he said, yeah, I bought one too because it was over there at Acme. Buy it at Acme? I bought mine at Acme.
Might have.
They also had one at Giant. You're welcome.
No, sorry. We have to have the same exact experience.
Woo!
All right. Well, as long as we're talking about it, let's see here. Well, that is truly a ruby red beer right there. Looking through it, perfectly red.
Wow, look at that.
A little sniff.
Cherries.
Well, Mad Elf at least. Interesting. Okay, a lot of honey in the effervescence.
Jim has a better nose than I do.
Probably both.
That's right.
I don't know if you were going to say sphincter, but
I had no idea what I was talking about.
Cheers.
Oh, not that bad. I thought it'd be worse.
I thought it'd be worse.
As in tartness.
Yeah,
I'm upset. I thought it'd be more tart.
well, no, actually, this is exactly what I expected because I could swear I've had this before, but I just don't remember when.
You just didn't write it down when you had it then.
Well, perhaps, yeah. It wasn't on Tapped. It wasn't on our website. I could have sworn we reviewed this, and
Nope.
I didn't find it anywhere. So unless it was one of those ones that got deleted.
Jim was sitting there at a bar, had one over there, probably Capone's.
Could have been. But usually I don't have anything else to do on Capone's but get on Untapped and log stuff in. So,
Maybe you did it on Twitter and you don't really didn't do it anywhere else.
Perhaps. Although the Capone's theory does have merit.
Oh, sure it does. A lot of times I'm looking around on Twitter and I go, oh, Jimm was at Capone's? And he didn't put anything on Facebook, but he put it on Twitter.
Well, I've always heard that Facebook was where you lie to your friends and Twitter is where you tell the truth to strangers. Whether that's correct or not for everybody, I can't speak to that.
That makes sense.
Now, I'm a big fan of Mad Elf. There's nothing more I look forward to is to getting some Mad Elf for the holidays. Now, this particular Mad Elf, this is more or less what I expected, which is why I kind of think in some capacity that I didn't record, I may have had it before. Well, I've had Grand Crus that I believe were technically sours. This doesn't strike me as being especially sour.
Me neither.
But it does have sort of a sour character in that there's a underlying tartness that's not pronounced, but
Hallertau and Saaz.
well, what makes the Grand Cru?
It doesn't say here. It just says the
Yeah,
same thing.
well,
When I sit on the bottle, it says the same thing on the webpage.
All right, fine. Get a different tab up. Just Google, what is a Grand Cru? Because I feel that as a beer reviewer, I should be able to articulate what a Grand Cru is. But honestly, sitting here staring at you guys, I'm drawing a blank. What makes a Grand Cru a Grand Cru? So this is
The term Grand Cru is used in a non-official context in the name of some products, particularly beer, chocolate, whiskey, and cognac, to denote the high-quality product. While the term Grand Cru was defined with aspects to vineyards, its use with respect to other products is unregulated. What the hell does that mean?
Wow, that's absolutely
Wikipedia.
not helpful in the slightest.
It has something to do with wine. I see wine here. Wine, vineyards, wine, Grand Cru with respect to vineyards.
So is this
Chocolate
aged in
beer.
wine barrels, maybe?
The term Grand Cru is also used by Nespresso to refer to the flavors of its coffee capsules. The Trappist brewery Chimney makes a Grand Cru cheese.
Now, I don't know if this is something you mentioned in your reading, Dave, but it says here in the bottle from Tröegs. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't.
It says here beers. The term has been used for beers, especially in Belgium, to indicate the more elaborate version of a brand.
All right, so this is a more elaborate Mad Elf. Okay, got that.
Many breweries in the United States also have begun producing labeled Grand Cru to denote the limited production of a special or higher quality beer.
It says, we've been wanting to do this for a while now. 20 years and just feels right. If you know Tröegs, you know that the Mad Elf, the mischievous, and this is what Dave said earlier, I know I'm repeating myself.
No, it's okay.
Holiday, blah, 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 in your hands. Director's cut. Tart, Balaton cherries, okay. Notes of cinnamon and clove. Okay, that's basically what Dave said before. Yeah, so we're not
Cru. It says also see Cru, wine. It's got to do with wine. Cru wine. Cru is a vineyard or group of vineyards, especially one of the recognized quality. It is a French wine term which is traditionally translated as a growth. As a growth. It's defined as a growth.
Well, let me tell you, I think I like regular old Mad Elf better than this.
Me too.
So I don't know what makes a Grand Cru a Grand Cru. We're having a hard time finding the definition.
I don't know. I got a Hardywood Cru last year, and Jimm said, I didn't think you liked sour beers. I was like, I guess that means Cru's sour.
Well,
I guess Cru doesn't mean sour then.
Perhaps not. I don't know.
Premier Cru.
This is not a sour.
Premier Cru is a French language wine term. Everything says wine. Wine. I see wine everywhere. I mean, I'm going to
Don't get me
Wikipedia
wrong,
here.
this is a nice little beer, but it's not as... it seems a little more tart.
Grand
I
Cru
wouldn't say sour, though.
is a regional wine classification and designates a vineyard known for its flavorful reputation in producing wine. Boom. Wine, 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 wine.
So we're
wine.
not getting a whole lot of information here, and we may not be especially helpful.
No, there's tons of information on here. It's everywhere. If you just go to Wikipedia, it says cru, wine, cru, wine, cru, wine, cru.
So what makes this a winey Mad Elf?
It's been aged in wine barrels or something out there in the vineyards of France somewhere.
Yeah, but it didn't say that though, did it?
No, it just says, it said the same thing as it did before.
Well, okay, well let's just give it a number and move on.
I give it like a 7.5 because it's not. I mean, usually when I had crus, they've been like jaw breaking. My jaw hurts, but this one doesn't do that. So I guess it has to do with wine. We're drinking beer wine. That's what we're drinking, beer wine.
So what do we usually rate Mad Elf at?
Well, Mad Elf. Usually around 8.5, 10 to 9. I give my.
That's what I'm thinking. This is like a 7.
This is like a 7.5.
Which is weird because they say this is the director's cut, so you think it'd be more special, more better. But I
no, it's just aged and bottled differently with wine. Other stuff, Mad Elf, is not wine.
I don't know if it has anything to do with wine, but yeah, well,
Burgundy.
Much like my memory, and again, Dave was right. This could have been from Capone's, but yeah, I like the regular Mad Elf better.
I like that. Cru, definition of cru. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of words.
Anyway, well, let's move on. So, Dave, give us a number.
Oh, God, 7.5 towards an 8, but 7.75.
Again, I feel kind of bad that we can't put our finger on what makes a Grand Cru a Grand Cru. I love regular Mad Elf.
It doesn't say it there.
Well,
you want to read it?
You mentioned a lot of wine stuff, but that
every
doesn't tell us
time
anything
you go
about
from it says cru, and then it's got a highlight thing. So you click on cru, and it says wine. And then you go to another cru, it says wine. And it's another cru, it says French, and it says wine. There's everything you can point to in here. It says wine.
Well, there you have it. It's a mystery. Well, if we figure it out, we can always revisit.
You can look at the website yourself.
I will. But thank you very much for watching.
Wow.
So 7.5, right? Is that what you said?
7.75. I like it because it's not as tartiness as the other beers I've had before with the Cru label.
Well, I enjoy a regular Mad Elf. We've had a few earlier 2014 vintages which aged quite well, which I like better than this. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
So 7.75 from Dave, 7 for Jim.
And that's weird because usually I give Cruz a lot less than he does.
Go figure. Being a little more critical. Listen, women who are pregnant should not drink alcoholic beverages to the risk of birth defects. You should not drink and drive. You should not operate heavy machinery if you're under the influence of alcohol. And of course, drinking too much can cause health problems.
Just look at me.
And the reason we try these different beers is we believe that you should drink great beers.
And have a good laugh or two with your friends.
And if you got a better definition of Grand Cru, please comment below. We'd love to hear
please
from you.
let us know because everything I see points to
we
wine.
were woefully unprepared for this.
Cork and cage, wine. It's all over the place. Wine's all over the place in Cru.
All right. See you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.